Top 10 richest people of all time, extended and epic version. Hey there, curious minds. Welcome back to the channel where history meets imagination and facts feel like fun. If you're new here, you're about to embark on a whirlwind tour through gold, oil, tech, and camels with treasure chests. These are the richest people to ever walk the earth, with fortunes so large they could literally change the world, and some of them did. So before we blast off into this bling-filled countdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to stay in the loop with more epic top 10s. Number 10, Cornelius Vanderbilt, the Rail King. Nicknamed the Commodore, Vanderbilt started with steamboats and then laid down the steel tracks that helped shape modern America. From ships to trains, he built a transportation empire in the 1800s.
Is the good fortune he had.
His legacy still lives on in places like Grand Central Terminal in New York City. He turned a few borrowed dollars into an empire, proving that big dreams and hard work can lead to mega riches. Net worth, $185 billion. Today's dollars. Fun bonus, he once gave $1 million to start Vanderbilt University, at a time when $1 million was enough to buy most of a city block. Question for you, what would you build if you had $185 billion? 9. Henry Ford, the car for everyone guy. Henry Ford didn't invent the car, but he made it so cheap and easy to build that almost everyone could have one. He revolutionized factories with the moving assembly line, producing a Model T every 24 seconds at one point. He also raised workers' wages to $5 a day, making headlines around the world. Net worth, $200 billion. Did you know? Ford once built a whole experimental city in the Brazilian rainforest called Fordlandia to grow rubber. Spoiler, it didn't work out. Imagine if Ford had made flying cars instead. Would we all be in hovercrafts by now? 8. Muammar Gaddafi, the oil power hoarder. Libya's longtime ruler controlled billions in oil revenue and invested heavily in secret vaults, offshore accounts, and elite luxury. Gaddafi reportedly owned properties across Europe, gold bars stacked in bunkers, and millions hidden in secret tunnels. Wild fact, some reports claimed he had $30 billion just sitting in US banks, undiscovered for years. Net worth, the $200 billion. He once traveled with a mobile tent so he could camp in luxury anywhere in the world. Comment below, what's the most over-the-top thing you would buy with $200 billion? 7. William the Conqueror, the medieval mega-boss. This Norman Duke became the King of England in 1066 after winning the famous Battle of Hastings. The Domesday Book was basically the world's first real estate catalog, helping him tax everyone properly. He ruled through land, law, and fear, and used his wealth to reshape England forever. Net worth in $210 billion. Did you know William's conquest led to French becoming the language of the English court for 300 plus years? What would you do if you were king or queen for a day? Let us know below. 6. Jacob Fugger, the banker who bought an empire. They didn't call him Jacob the Rich for nothing. He practically ran Europe's economy in the 1500s. He loaned massive sums to kings, financed wars, and even helped elect emperors. Fugger also controlled mines in Hungary that produced tons of silver and copper, the Bitcoin of his day. Net worth, $221 billion. Fun fact, one of his deals helped fund the Vatican's construction of St. Peter's Basilica. What if you were so rich you could fund a new city? What would you name it? Number 5. Bill Gates, the tech philanthropist. Co-founder of Microsoft, Gates made personal computing a part of everyday life. Windows, Word, Excel, and the internet boom made him one of the most recognizable billionaires ever. These days, he focuses on eradicating diseases, building clean water systems, and funding education in developing countries. Net worth, $240 billion. Fun fact, he warned the world about pandemics years before COVID-19. Let us know, would you donate most of your fortune to charity? Number 4. John D. Rockefeller, the oil empire builder. The first official billionaire in U.S. history, Rockefeller ran Standard Oil, which had a monopoly on American oil in the early 1900s. He controlled 90% of the oil market, basically powering the entire industrial world. He also built major institutions like the Rockefeller Foundation, which helped develop vaccines and fund universities. Net worth over $400 billion. Did you know he once said, "I believe the power to make money is a gift from God," and he certainly used it. Like this video if you think giving and earning are both important. Number 3, Jeff Bezos, the shopping king of the internet. From books to bananas, Bezos turned Amazon into an everything store with delivery to your doorstep in days or hours. He also launched Blue Origin, a space company competing with SpaceX. Wild fact, he owns the Washington Post, multiple luxury homes, and a clock designed to last 10,000 years. Net worth 200 billion. And he once said, "Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room." Deep. What would your online store sell? Elon Musk, the rocket billionaire. Musk is the genius behind Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and more. He wants to put humans on Mars, build brain-computer links, and create self-driving cities. He's also the king of volatility, sometimes losing or gaining billions in a single day. Net worth, the 220-250 billion. Insane fact, his rocket company once landed a booster on a floating ship. That's sci-fi come to life. What planet would you visit if Elon offered you a free ride? Mansa Musa, the gold king of Africa. He ruled Mali in the 1300s, when the region was the largest gold producer in the world. Mansa Musa had so much gold that when he traveled, he crashed economies by giving too much of it away. He used his wealth to build universities, mosques, and libraries, making Timbuktu a legendary center of knowledge. On his trip to Mecca, he brought 60,000 people, hundreds of camels, and dozens of tons of gold. Yes, duh. Net worth, over $400 billion, some say over $500 billion. Legacy, he's still celebrated in African culture, and even shows up in video games like Civilization and music by hip-hop artists. What would you do if you had so much gold you needed camels to carry it? That's a wrap. Which of these super rich legends blew your mind the most? Was it the tech titans, the oil kings, or the gold-loaded ruler of Mali? Tell us in the comments. Like this video if you learned something new. Subscribe so you don't miss the next adventure through time, treasure, and trivia. Until next time, stay curious, stay awesome, and maybe start saving those pennies.